Deuce, the Saints had a couple housekeeping items today. They restructured David Onyemata's contract to free up some cash, about $4 million. They terminated the contracts of tight ends Jared Cook and Josh Hill. Are you surprised by any of those moves?
Well, Jared Cooks was basically – he was going to be a free agent anyway. I mean, so the mechanism of his contract, it's based off of a voided year. But, I mean, basically by doing it this way, it frees up, in a sense, some funding. But he was going to be a free agent anyway in that situation. And you're kind of surprised by Josh just because of what he does, versatility. But, the last couple of years he has been banged up. I wouldn't be surprised if they do I wouldn't be surprised one bit if they do try to sign him back. But I think if he hits the open market, I mean, there may be some interest in him, and obviously he's going to hit the open market. But, just depending on what he wants to do, and when I say that, you look at where his former position coach is. As they try to change their culture up there, he's a pretty good piece to start with. So he may have some interest. And I know a couple years ago the Bears had some interest in Josh Hill. Yep. And so I think even with Jared Cook, Jared will have some interest. It just depends on what he wants to do, going forward as well.
Now, Deuce, when you look at David Onyemata, Malcolm Brown, obviously Sheldon Rankins, a big part of that rotation on the interior, and I would say DeMario Davis says, boy, can we re-sign Malcolm Brown? Now, when you look at it, where he's at,
Malcolm is not up. Malcolm has 1 year left on his deal.
But they're looking to trade him, though. I mean, right now,
I could throw a lot of stuff out there. Center looking to trade him, but I don't think I don't necessarily think they're looking to trade him. They're trying to figure out a way to lower the cap.
I got you.
They're trying to figure out a way to lower the cap, and so Malcolm has 1 year on his deal. By releasing him, yes, you would save some money. But, if they do trade him, you can look for them to try to pick up, a fifth or sixth rounder, seventh rounder. I don't know how much they would take that type of deal, but fifth or sixth rounder, I think they would look at it. And the only reason you look at it in that certain situation is because you have a Shy Tuttle on your roster, and you have some younger guys on your roster that have played really, really well for you the last couple of years. And obviously, Sheldon Rankins being a free agent, I just think he's going to have a market that the Saints really aren't going to be able to afford, But what's interesting is a lot of the guys that are free agents, are they willing, just because the salary cap will be suppressed or compressed, however you want to look at it, are they willing to take a 1 year deal and kind of approve it until you go into next year where you figure that it will jump
after COVID,
20 million next year. So it'll be interesting to see how many veteran guys are willing to do that and in a sense, hey, look, I'm going to a winning program. I'm going to bet on myself and figure next year I'll get to hit the market again where the numbers will jump up, 15 to 20 million, and not necessarily take that decrease as far as salary cap is concerned.